And thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, at the beginning of this Parliament, and I want to commend you, you procured a very big tent for bigger meetings to take place at Parliament. Madam Speaker, I want to be helped. The President, under Article 101 of the Constitution, may request to address Parliament. But there is nowhere, either in the Constitution or in our rules of procedure, that he must determine the venue. That MPs must be made to test for COVID, to leave all their items, and then go to Kololo, and they are subjected to all harassment by his security. Yet the Constitution says he may request, which means it is your meeting and your MPs. Madam Speaker, I wanted to be helped. Why did we buy a very big tent for big meetings and now we are abandoning it to be subjected to this inhuman treatment to go to Kololo? And Madam Speaker, most important, because the President considers Kololo his venue. You remember, even when we raised the matters of order, he ran into the microphone and he was the one answering, because he thought maybe we were in his compound. The Honorable Seungu raised the matter of order. And he quickly ran to the microphone and started speaking, even before the permission of the Speaker. So, Madam Speaker, can you persuade the President that if he wants to speak to Parliament, we all want to listen to him, that he comes to this Parliament here. If he doesn't want to speak from inside, then we go outside and he addresses us from the tent, instead of summoning us to what he has turned his compound, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Ssemujju, and that's a very good concern. First of all, the order of Honorable Ssemujju was not a correct one, because once the President is speaking, he must be heard in silence. That's one. Two, the head of Parliament is the Speaker, and the Speaker decided that because of the limited space, and we expect all the 555 members, so we opted to have it in that open place. It is not actually the President that decided. If there is anybody to be blamed, then we should blame your own leaders. And that is not the President's venue. That is our venue as Ugandans. It is our venue. Kololo belongs to us, it does not belong to the President. It is actually State House that belongs to the President. It is not his compound. Just feel free, nobody is going to harass you. And we'll have our session where. There was something from...
We are released and we are very happy. This morning, all the newspapers have names of colleagues, including the Honorable Benson Obua, who have been summoned by police over iron sheets. He has not briefed this Parliament, and he knows how much pain we face when MPs are sent to jail. So the procedural issue I'm raising is whether a suspect under investigation can continue addressing Parliament.
Honorable Member, Honorable Ssemujju, Honorable Obua is not a suspect. He is not a minister of Karamoja. There is nowhere reported in this country that there was theft of iron sheets. If iron sheets were given to Honorable Obua or to anybody else, I told you people, iron sheets were taken to my district without me knowing. Am I a thief? And I've said several times, everybody must carry his or her own cross. Don't start diverting people. If somebody diverted iron sheets, that's his or her problem. We did not ask for them, we did not apply for them. And secondly, our people in Bukedi are not vulnerable. They are also vulnerable. They are poor. You get it, eh? So they served to the poor. And the iron sheets, to my recollection, were given to government schools. We are complementing what government is doing. So Obua is a very clean man. And since you're trying now to divert me, I don't. You're trying to divert me. Let me now go to the point. Honorable Obua, I know what you're talking about. It's about costs of printing 556 ministerial statements. We'll look at it and get back to you. Let's look at it and see how we handle it. And it's really good for our members to have that information. It's a good thing. Because when they are going to the committee, they should be equipped with the information. Yes, Jonah?
Cabinet would like to assure you that the alternative policy statements on our side will be ready. We started the processes long time ago, and we have been on standby to take advantage on any slack on the side of government. But Madam Speaker, the main point I would like to make is that in the past, some ministerial policy statements have been laid here that do not meet the standards, even how they are brought before this House, including laying ministerial policy statements of the previous financial year just to hoodwink the House that they have laid something. I would like to invite you, Madam Speaker, to pay critical attention and ensure that the policy statements laid here are actually on the side of the government is for the financial year 2023-2024. And there are ministers that have failed to meet the deadlines of this House and they have been going scot-free. This time, I plead with you that these ministers must face sanctions by the end of tomorrow if they don't lay those ministerial policy statements.
Thank you, Honorable Jonathan.
There are problems in ministries.
So what?
Yes. Right, Honorable Speaker. Which order? Right, Honorable Speaker, I had begged you that the PS is processing and in the next 30 minutes it would be here. Now it's 10 minutes to the time we limited, and I beg that you be patient with me.
Honorable Government Chief Whip, we asked for these reports from the beginning. This report should have been processed from the time we passed the last budget. And we have been telling you we need these reports in the House today. So what problems do your ministries have?
Approved by this Parliament for agriculture. Why should a colleague who is on maternity leave be the one coming? And certainly it's natural that you expect her not to be organized. So where is the minister that was passed?
You cannot say women who are on maternity leave are not organized.
No, I said for
we
Parliament.
Withdraw your statement. No.
Madam Speaker, I am
the
very
women
sorry.
of this Parliament cannot allow that statement.
I am very sorry.
Even your woman will not be happy.
I am very sorry. I meant where is the minister for the one in maternity leave to be the one coming here?
Honorable Helen Adoa, Minister of Fisheries, can you lay on table your ministerial statement?
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, I beg to lay the following votes from the Minister of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries. Vote 010, stroke 121, stroke 125, stroke 142, stroke 152, stroke 155, stroke 160 stroke 601.
Honorable Helen, read the vote number and the name. If it is in a Greek, you read the name and the vote number. Honorable Bua, you have left your work to somebody else. The man in white.
Right Honorable Speaker, vote 1010 and its agencies, the Dairy Development Authority, vote 121, the National Animal Genetic Resource Center and Data Bank, NAGRIC, vote 125, the National Agriculture Research Organization, vote 142, the National Agricultural Advisory Services, 152, the Cotton Development Organization, vote 155, the Uganda Coffee Development Authority, vote 160. It also includes MDS that contribute to agro-industrialization program like local government agriculture grants, vote 601, KCCA agriculture grant, vote 122, Ministry of Local Government, vote 011, Ministry of Trade, Industry and Cooperatives, vote 015, Ministry of Water, Environment, vote 019, East Africa Community, vote 021, National Planning Authority, vote 108, and Uganda National Bureau of Standards, vote 154. Therefore, I beg to lay.
Please lay and refer to the Committee of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries.
Ministry of Justice and Constitutional Affairs. Right Honorable Speaker, in accordance with Section 13, subsection 13 of the Public Finance Management Act 2015, I present to Parliament the Ministerial Policy Statement for the Ministry of Justice and Constitutional Affairs, together with the 7 allied statutory institutions. It is for 512.139 billion. I now take the honor to table the policy statement for the ministry, and these are the votes. 007, Ministry of Justice and Constitutional Affairs. 102, Electoral Commission. 105, Uganda Law Reform Commission. 106, Uganda Human Rights Commission. 119, Uganda Registration Services Bureau.
Given this bill today,
The certificate is
the
there.
certificate is here. I beg to lay.
Please lay the certificate.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you.
Madam Speaker, I think government has a duty. You can go around picking people to be ministers, but at least train them. That a minister of government, you appear to lay a bill and you don't even know what to do. And you're just being helped even with a certificate of finance. I mean, don't make government look so simple. Madam Speaker, can you ask the chief government whip to organize a retreat for ministers? Some of us can volunteer to go and train them.
Honorable Sel, all of us have gone through training, and learning is a process. You used to be a journalist. You came now, you're a very good legislator. Congratulations. Next item.
Item 4.
Stands here and reads the vote of the ministry and the votes of the agencies or the departments. All the information as required by subsection 4 and 5 should be in that ministerial policy statement. I have looked at the one of Ministry of Health. Last year they had a problem because it was not very detailed as required by law, but this year, from what I've seen, is well done and well structured. But I've looked at the Ministry of Finance, which is actually in the kitchen to distribute money to the various ministries and agencies. I am surprised, Right Honorable Speaker, and this must attract your attention, that the Ministry of Finance has given us the ministry vote 008 and has read, is on record today, that he has also given us the vote for a vote 123, 129, 130, 138, 140, 141, 143, 49, 153, 161, 162, and 163. However, when you subject that to section 14 and 15, it is lacking. You read the ministerial policy statement, it only gives you details of vote 008. All these other sub-votes which I have read are not here. Right Honorable Speaker, this is very serious, because for me, I was interested in one of the attractive vote, which is vote 129 for Financial Intelligence Authority.
There is a procedure matter.
When you're asking for information, I have to give you. I'm not refusing.
It's procedure.
Oh yeah, I'll give you.
It is the speaker to give me.
No, I'm saying I will give you.
There is a procedure matter, Matt. Let's
Madam
respect
Speaker,
our rules.
Is the House proceeding well, given that we have laid the policy statements, you have referred them to the committees? We recognize that the Honorable Cyril Gwal is moving faster, and we appreciate that, but is the House going to be subjected to scrutinizing the policy statements in the House before they go to the committee? I thought that was the work of the committee. Are we proceeding well with this information from Honorable Cyril Gwal?
Honorable members, Honorable Dur Jonathan had raised this matter, that as we refer this to the committees, a proper format must be interrogated. The committees are supposed to interrogate. They are supposed to look at all these documents. Where they do not meet the a format that is required under subsection 14 and 15, they have a right to reject them and ask for a better format, and or come back to the House and report that under Ministry of Health, what was given to us does not fit what we want. That's one of the reasons why we are sending this to the committees. And I had already guided that committees take keen interest in these reports. Where it is substandard, it does not meet the format, send them back.
Speaker, I appreciate your guidance.
And actually what Honorable Cecilia has seen is what we are telling committees to do. That's what we want committees to go and do. And you're right to say that.
Right Honorable Speaker, last year, the Minister Bahati was in the Ministry of Finance. And the reason why I'm very interested to see anything coming from finance, I know why. And today, they have shot their own feet by even trying to interrogate me when I'm trying to help them to be smarter. So, Right Honorable Speaker, sometimes as members of parliament, we look at the obvious. But I'm trying to say, until we subject this to subsection 13, 14, and 15, we would have failed in our duties. I beg to submit.
Now, that is what the committee is supposed to do, look at 13, 14, and 15, and where it does not fit the format that is prescribed under the law, you do reject or come back to the House and report.